Hey guys, back with another video, and this one is gonna be another story time on how my high school got a threat. So, first off, let me tell y'all, I'm in a whole nother location because my roommate is sleeping right now, and I don't want to make too much noise and wake her. But let's get onto the story. And this time, I don't want to say I was a freshman. I was sophomore. No. Yeah, I was a sophomore. Because it only happened twice, and then it was like, what are they gonna do for our senior year? What's the next threat that we gonna have for our senior year? But yeah, okay, so this is gonna be short and quick. Because it only happened like twice. But yeah. How did it start off? Okay, so let me just tell y'all what I remember from, because I don't remember like how the day went and how it started and everything. I think the middle school had an assembly that day, and the high school was just going about its day, because my high school is like 6 different grades. It's from 7th all the way up to 12th. So I spent 6 years in one building. Some people spend more years in that building, but anyways, I just spent like 6 years in that building. But I was already in high school when all this happened. So let me tell y'all what I remember. So yeah, like I said, we had the middle school had an assembly that day, and I remember it was around like almost lunchtime or something like that. And then all of a sudden, over the loudspeaker, my principal, shout out to him, because that's my friend right there. So he called over the loudspeaker saying how we basically have to have like a lockdown because the school has, I don't remember if he went into detail, but he said over the intercom, loudspeaker, whatever you want to call it, that we have a lockdown and that we have to like get into like the nearest room and all that other stuff. So I ran over to one of my favorite teachers that I still talk to, that I still keep in contact with this day, because she's my sis. So I ran into her room. It was me, her, a couple of other students, and then another teacher that I'm also cool with. I'm cool with a lot of staff over there. But yeah, I was cool with, I stayed in her room, and we was just sitting there waiting. And it took like almost all the entire day, down to the entire middle school was down to the point where police had to come check every locker to make sure nothing's in there. And then all the middle school was in the auditorium. And it's mad funny because it wasn't a good time. Because it's like it wasn't a good time because the school just got threatened. But the room that I was in, we was kind of lit. Yeah, we was kind of lit in that room. And we really like enjoyed like having like, I don't know how they did it, but we was like talking, just like talking. We're not supposed to be talking because it's like, God forbid, like somebody that threatened the school was really there. And they came to the room because we were making mad noise. But it even came down to the point where the police came to our room because they heard us from outside the door. And so they came knocking on the door, and we kind of got scared for a little bit. So when they opened the door, they opened the door because the principal came and opened the door. And then he was like, the police and the principal was like, how they hear us talking from outside, and we can't be acting like that because God forbid somebody's really in the building that has like a deadly weapon. They would have came to us first because we're the only room. I don't know if it was the only room that they heard, but like we was like the loudest room, and we was just making like mad noise and all this other stuff. And we was just like, my bad. And they left. And then after that, not too long after that, the lockdown was over, and then I went outside because I saw my aunt outside, because at the time only me, my my younger cousin, and me and my 3 younger cousins was in that room. No, was in that, not in that room, in that building, because of the simple fact that we all was like close in age. So we all was in high school. Yeah, we all was in high school together. So I saw my aunt outside, and she was just hugging me and stuff. And then yeah, I guess I should tell the second one, because we had a second one. So the second one that took place, it was like the following year. If not the following year, it was probably my senior year. I know I was getting ready to like graduate. I know I was getting ready to like leave that school. I didn't graduate yet, but I had a good while before I graduated. Cause yeah, it was getting about that time for me to leave. But the next one, they said that they was gonna blow up the school and something like. Well, the first one they said that they was gonna shoot up the school, but the second one they said that they was gonna blow up the school. And then after that, we had to like go out. We all had to like go to the soccer field and go all the way back. And then after that, because the way my high school is set up is like, I'm not even gonna say how it's set up, but like if you went to the high school, you know, I think you remember this. If you still in the high school and, oh sorry, seen the text message. But if you went to the high school and you're about to graduate, because a lot of the people that were there for this, for these threats, either graduated or they're about to graduate. So it's like people who are already there. There's like, what? The juniors, I think the juniors that are there, no. Yeah, I think the juniors that are there at the high school right now are the only people that like really like remember the school getting threatened. But yeah, anyways, back to my story. We had to like go all the way back to like against the fence at the soccer field. So then after like, after being out there for like so long, they decided to like tell us to go to the school that was next door. I don't know why they made us go to the school that was next door from us, because it's like, God forbid the school got blown up, the school next door is most likely gonna get affected, because it's like school, then you walk out, then you're like walking, and it's like right there. The school is literally right next door. But I don't know why they made us go to that school. But yeah, they made us go all the way out to that school and all that other stuff. I remember the first bomb. That's weird. Not bomb threat. I remember the first threat more than I remember the second threat. I don't know why. I don't know. But yeah, and then before we left, me and my friends was all out there talking about how, I forgot what we were talking about. Let me not even say nothing, because I don't even remember what we was talking about. But yeah, it was pretty fun. I mean, no, let me not even say it was pretty fun. That came out wrong. But like, it was just, something was always going on at that school. Just literally something was always going on. But yeah, that's really it. I just wanted to come on here and say a quick little story time, because I just remembered that, and I was like, that's mad funny how I could tell that as a story time. But yeah, catch you in the next video. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.